Well, Fisher actually began his search for the Atocha in 1969, and by 1973 they had found some silver bars, so they knew they were on the right track, but they didn't find the mother lode until 1985.
Silver coin. They found yesterday. Beautiful area out.
Just found yesterday.
It's found yesterday, yeah.
Beautiful.
And the musket ball, they found some pottery. It's been a good trip, man. Sure is. Right up here is actually the Bank of Spain. This little chunk you see here is maybe a half an hour. And all the different holes are different places we've dug holes. Everybody sees, it's purple circle, that means we found silver in that hole. Yellow circles mean we found gold. And then they'll have an additional little one for what we found.
We didn't really know what to expect. While the weather was good, the currents were screaming, and our objective was to get down into the hole created by the prop wash as quickly as possible. The Atocha was part of a 28-ship fleet that left Havana on September the 4th, 1622, bound for Spain. She carried an immense wealth of gold, silver, pearls, and emeralds to take back to the motherland. But the following day she was overtaken by a strong hurricane, and the Atocha, along with 7 other ships, found themselves broken up on the sea bottom. The divers use their metal detectors to try to find gold and silver objects, and if they don't find anything in quick order, then they abort the site and move on to the next one.
What you got there? This is a gold and emerald ring off the Atocha. Wild Bill found a couple trips ago, and just as gorgeous as can be, man. Craftsmanship's amazing. The stone is the darkest emerald I think I might have ever seen on the Atocha. Absolutely gorgeous.
What do you think the value of that is?
It's hard to say this early, but I'd guesstimate $250,000.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
Congratulations.
It's stuck, Sean. I can't get it off.
Yeah, that one's stuck now. Tiny little chip. Tiny little chip in the stone right
I want to see
there.
it.
Other than that, it's perfect.
Is the chip in the gold or the emerald?
The emerald. Tiny little thing.
Yeah.
Put a little oil on it, you wouldn't even see it.
Yeah.
Dark gold, at least 22 carats. It's beautiful.
Today's the day.
Today's the day, that's right.
We had a great day of diving yesterday and actually thought we were going to have to pry the ring off of Heidi's finger, but today Sean offered to show us the museum, take us behind the scene in the conservation labs, and open up the vaults to see some real treasure.
I'm sure John's told you these are the biggest finds from last year.
That's probably a fake relic.
You got it in your...
Yeah, it's in the safe over there.
Now, when you say fake relic, it was... They use relics a lot in jewelry, so you're saying that they probably just made a copy of one? And
No, fake as in everybody was claiming to have a piece of the true cross or
Right.
a piece of the true, a real saint, but everybody had fakes. You know, they were all conning each other, and just to make money, they would say this is a piece of the true cross. It wasn't really. They pulled it off a tree somewhere. Or whatever.
Right.
If it was true, the true cross would have been the size of a redwood. Because everybody had a piece of the true cross.
I told you that was the seal of the Vice Admiral of the fleet.
Oh,
So we found other seals. We found a Palpal seal. We found several seals up in the 1715 fleet, but we've never been able to match one up to a particular person with the coat of arms, and we were able to match this one up. With a particular person, and not just anybody. It was the...
And the Vice Admiral would have been on the... Is it that you call it the Almirante or
No, he would have been on the
Capitan?
Capitan.
Okay.
And he was the head guy on the fleet. So the most important guy in the fleet, we found their seal. So it's pretty neat. That's a real silver bar. Yeah, that's one of the about 1,000 that we've found so far. Cannonball.
Oh.
Everybody loves cannonballs. I wish we would have priced these things a lot higher when we first found the main pound, because we had so many of them, and now it's just everybody wants Atocha cannonballs. Here, this is the bishop's plate. We found this a few years ago. It's a silver gilded rosewater dish, and the reason we know it belongs to a bishop is because of the coat of arms in the middle. We've done a lot of research. There was no bishop on the Atocha, so we're not sure why this was on the Atocha. It was either going back to Spain,
For a bishop.
yeah, for a bishop, or perhaps that guy had passed on and it was going to his family. There was an archpriest on board. so we're not sure. This is a silver coal burner, wood burner for the wealthy people's cabins to keep themselves warm. Put their feet by. And then a silver urn back here. Where's your left-handed dagger, John?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, look at that.
So you had a left-handed officer in there.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
they were,
Oh,
they were
there's a-
designed to fit around your left hand, to guard your left hand. They fight with a sword in the right hand and a dagger in the
That's
left
a
hand.
seal up there, right?
So they use them both at the same time?
Yeah, like you see in the movies,
They really did that.
Yeah, this is, and this one's really cool. It's got basically 4 different kinds of metal. It's got steel in the blade, which they could make in small amounts to hold a blade. Wrought iron in the handle, then plated with gold on top of that, and then hand-woven silver for the handle. That was a very valuable dagger even for its time. It was whoever owned that. That was like, owning a Porsche nowadays. Some guy going through his midlife crisis went out and bought a Porsche. Well, instead they would buy a weapon, but they didn't have a Porsche.
Is this a seal you were talking about?
This is. That's the Admiral's seal. After John's conserved it, much cleaner than the pictures, obviously. Now here's a conserved small portion of one of the stocks that we have. It still has the trigger mechanism in it. I think Gary conserved this. He had to take this all apart, right?
Yeah.
And put it back together after he conserved the wood separately.
That's an actual stamp. I found a papal seal in '96, and we stamped it, and that's the seal. You know the one we just found, that one right there?
Yeah.
I found one just like that, only it had that image on it.
For what, off what
Still
wreck?
has
It's a papal from the Atocha.
From the Atocha, wow.
Yeah, it was the Pope's emissaries would stamp documents with it. That's a saint. See, he's holding a heart with an arrow through it.
Oh,
It has
that's
Latin writing.
beautiful.
That is awesome.
The Catholic Church was actually interested in that when we
Wow.
Yeah, here, hold the gold disc, man.
He brings that to the shows.
Oh, wow.
Hang on.
Here, gold bars. Everybody, get it all. Hold
Put it all over all of us.
Oh shoot! Sorry, honey.
That's all right.
Lost your sunglasses. And then this is one of the emeralds we found. This little stone's worth more than any of these other pieces. This thing, appraised by Emeralds International, at $595,000. The very darkest ones like this are worth.
Or the one you had yesterday.
They're about $27,000 a carat. Do you hear the value of that? So, and this is a 30.34 carat 1 AA emerald. It's $595,000.
How much does that disc weigh?
6.77 troy pounds. So if you just melted it down, it'd be worth about $110,000, $120,000.
Wow.
As an artifact, it's a $350,000 artifact.
Holy cow.
Now, and every one of these, it all depends on the
And
markings.
you know the markings.
You know, the more, that's a tax stamp. So all the round stamps on the bars are the tax stamps. It's the same on both. The Roman numeral is the purity, so this one's 21.25 carats. This one's 21.5. Each dot's a quarter carat. And then this is the mark of the goldsmith.
The true that they used to use a link.
Yeah, these were
or
called money chains, right? And because of that, if you look, none of the links have been soldered. This one, because of the size of the links, it's a very unique chain, and this was Mel's chain, so it's pretty priceless. You know, we were offered $300,000 for it once, and my grandma said no. But now it's my dad's. But I don't really think this is one that probably just we wouldn't ever sell. I don't even know what I'd put a value on
When you
it.
say it's Mel, it was Mel's chain. It's like the one he just.
Yeah, it's the one he always wore. You know, if you saw him on Johnny Carson,
yeah, I
he came
would
out
never
swinging
get
that chain around, this was the one. So, well, this is a gold chalice. We found this in 2008. Beautiful piece. This is exactly like it came up. So even after 400 years under the ocean, you know, this is the only augmentation. It's a little bent up like that, but that's it. And then, you know, the day we brought it up, you could unscrew the bottom just like it was made yesterday. The craftsman, you can see the tax stamp, so you knew the king had already gotten his 20% of this gold. Yeah, this is the big dog. Yeah, this is the $750,000 one. But look at how big that stone is in comparison. Just the intricacy of the design that lasted 400 years. It's just amazing.
Gold doesn't wear down at all. You can't do anything to it.
No, gold doesn't corrode at all. So this is a little gold reliquary. This is actually, they would take a fingernail or a hair of a deceased relative and put it in that. That was their way of staying close to somebody. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah, no problem, Joe. No problem.
Thank you.
As always, wonderful to see you.